Next, we have a presentation from one of Representative Pavlov's constituents. Representative, would you like to introduce your constituent and say a few words about the organization she represents, sir?
Thank you, Madam Chair and Committee on Education. I'm State Representative Joe Pavlov, and I'm proud today to have join us Karen Palka, who's the founder and executive director of A Beautiful Me. A Beautiful Me is based in Port Huron, Michigan, and is dedicated to broadening the confidence and self-worth of young girls and women throughout Eastern Michigan. In our modern technological age, women receive an abundance of messages every day. Much of this information encourages them to compare themselves to unrealistic standards, diminish their self-esteem, and leaves them feeling insufficient in who they were created to be. This nonprofit organization stands against these harmful trends by educating girls about their inherent value, a value that cannot be quelled or diminished. Through events, school programs, and community engagement, A Beautiful Me equips young girls to become strong, confident women who persevere and embrace their God-given value and dignity. I could continue and describe the many different programs and opportunities that this organization provides, but I'm going to leave that up to Karen. When I first met her, I quickly became passionate about this nonprofit and its innovative approach to connecting with young youth and reaching and supporting them in ways that they meet them where they are. And I'd just like to add that my wife and I have four daughters, and I'm happy to say that they've grown up to be strong women. I would like to conclude my introduction by emphasizing that our culture is strongest when women understand and internalize their providential purpose and endowed value. As a member of the Education and Workforce Committee, I believe this is a cause in which we must continue to advocate. We must support our young women and empower them to become the people that they were meant to be. These priorities have been and must continue to be among our central focuses as representatives serving the women and families of the state of Michigan. And with that, I'll introduce you to a wonderful person, Karen Palka.
Thank you, Representative. And Director Palka, welcome to the House Committee on Education and Workforce. Please begin when you're ready.
Good morning, Madam Chairwoman DeBoer and committee members. My name is Karen Palka. I'm the founder and executive director of A Beautiful Me, and we are a Michigan-based nonprofit since 2008. For 18 years, we have served over 13,000 girls and young women. I'd like to begin with a simple question. Who helped you believe in yourself? Perhaps it was a teacher or a parent or a coach, maybe a grandparent. Who saw something in you before you saw it in yourself? Before a young woman is ready for college or the workforce, she first needs confidence. Confidence isn't a personality trait. It is something that we can intentionally build. What happens when confidence is missing? 1, students become guarded. 2, they fear mistakes. Girls won't attempt a task because they already convinced themselves that they would fail. But we know that mistakes are foundational to our growth. 3, they stop asking questions and disengage. And 4, they internalize correction as rejection. But students with that strong confidence or strong sense of self-worth, they look different. They engage. They ask, they take healthy risks. They recover from failure and receive feedback. And very importantly, when girls have confidence, they advocate for themselves and celebrate others. So imagine a world where women know their strengths and are empowered to pursue their dreams and support one another. That is the vision of A Beautiful Me. Research shows that girls' self-esteem peaks at age 9. If you remember back being 9, you were around 4th grade. It plummets from there, plateaus in 9th grade, and never returns. This is a universal issue, not a socioeconomic issue. It's an education issue and a workforce issue. We are working toward that future reality by reaching girls at that critical age of 9 with our life-giving social and emotional workshops. And we reinforce that work through our programs for middle schoolers, teens, and adult women. We begin in the pivotal 5th grade year with our signature workshop series. Because every business, whether it's for-profit or not-for-profit, you should have a target market. Ours is girls and ours is 5th grade. We know that an 8-hour workshop series, our original workshop series, can be retained after 10 years. I'm going to say that again because it blows my mind. 8 hours of a workshop can be retained after 10 years with these girls. These girls who participate in our workshops report a 100% increase in their perceived value and self-worth. And then we created a social enterprise retail store. It's called The Closet by A Beautiful Me in downtown Port Huron. We sell dresses. We have 3,700 dresses on the floor. New and once worn dresses are donated and sold to all women. 100% of the profits support the mission of A Beautiful Me. But we use this retail store as a classroom for our Emerge 360 business certification program. You see, when my son went through ROTC taking classes in college, I discovered the military framework for developing leaders. It's learn, practice, lead, teach. In our Emerge 360, our business certification program is a circular, interactive model to that education. Employers consistently tell us that they identify soft skills, communication, and confidence as essential workplace skills. And Michigan cannot afford to lose talent because students lack belief in their own potential. Meet Lily. Lily's parents chose to move their family to a different home in a different school district in Michigan, so Lily was not in a toxic school environment. By 7th grade, she had been verbally beaten down by her peers, and she would not even place an order with her family in a restaurant. In 8th grade, Lily joined A Beautiful Me's original business certification program, and she attended our one-on-one training, 2 hours a week, for 12 weeks. After that 12 weeks, her parents had told us how incredible the impact was on her confidence. And Lily continued to level 201, another 12-week course where she developed, pitched, implemented a project that we still use in our retail store. Lily would then volunteer with A Beautiful Me after school workshops with our 5th grade girls, and at age 18, Lily progressed to be a trained facilitator. Her story models our learn, practice, lead, teach approach. Emerge 360 is our workforce readiness and business certification program for teen girls. Participants learn hands-on experience and practice real-world skills in our retail business environment. That includes customer service, professional communication, problem solving, financial literacy, and, very important to me, philanthropy. A Beautiful Me not only taught our girls about self-esteem, they gave them tools to grow into empowered, compassionate individuals who support and celebrate themselves and each other. Administrators reach out to us, counselors, in the personal and professional experiences, they reach out and they continue to confirm and affirm our curriculum so that we can come and support their students. These and those feelings of worthlessness that youth have often lead to elevated anxiety, depression, and classroom disengagement. And if Michigan is serious about workforce development, we must begin before students enter the workforce. We need to invest not only in technical skills, but also in the confidence and employability skills. Confidence is not a soft skill. It's a workforce skill. And A Beautiful Me helps Michigan develop that next generation of confident employees and leaders beginning in 5th grade. As an after-school program, the barrier is that every girl cannot attend. Our program belongs during the school day for all girls, and we stand ready to partner with schools, workforce agencies, and state leaders to expand access to our program across Michigan. We believe every girl deserves the opportunity to discover her strengths, believe in her value, and develop the skills necessary to contribute to Michigan's future workforce. Thank you for your time and for your commitment to Michigan students. I welcome any questions.
Thank you so much. Thank you for all that you've done for all those girls all those years. Representative Fox.
Yes, thank you for your presentation. And I have a very close relationship with some beautiful women. My wife and 2 daughters. 2 of them are, Bachelor of Science in nursing and could make a lot of money. One of them is a PhD. But all of them have chosen what I see as a higher calling of being a mom and making a difference in their kids' lives. Each of them have 4 kids. So I'm just wondering, what do you do in A Beautiful Me to encourage these young ladies toward what I consider that higher calling? Thank you.
You're welcome. We work with them on the very first of the 4 workshops on dream board building and vision casting and gratitude. And some of those pieces are really important to see because not all are called to be married either. So whatever what I call the dream that's been placed in their heart might be, we encourage them to pursue it. But if you don't have confidence, you can't pursue your dreams. They are correlated with each other. So we have to build the confidence so they can see of that ability, what you were just speaking of.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Representative Weiss.
Thank you for your presentation. You mentioned that you want to expand it. Are you seeking state appropriations? Is that why you're here today?
Well, at some point, I believe, after these 18 years, and what I hear from administrators is that it needs to be in a place where all girls can receive. And therefore, we are looking at all sorts of ways that more girls can receive it, whether it be a course in our retail store that falls under an ISD, whether it is reaching every girl that we can in Michigan. We have used our curriculum in Guatemala, in a country I don't speak the language, and that's why we know that it is a universal issue, but my focus is Michigan. I'm a lifelong Michigander and want to focus where my children are and my grandchildren are.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? It is true. A woman needs an invitation, and she needs to know that she has something to offer. Mm-hmm. She needs encouragement and confirmation of her gifts in order for her to step forward into something that's available without an invitation. Mm-hmm. And so many of the principles of what you've woven through this program are very wise and obviously have been very successful. And you are not a flash in the pan with 18 years
We're finally
of
an
this.
adult.
Yes, you can claim to be an adult. Yes, and I appreciate your flexibility and openness to ways to help more girls. And we've definitely seen a spike in suicide of girls with the advent of the photos in the phone.
There's a lot of those correlations, and we address them in ways that are a little bit different because we can't get rid of the phone. Back in 2008 when I began, 2009, my girls were in the first courses, and since I couldn't get rid of the phone, we created positive text messaging before there was any sort of app for that. And I blew up my text messaging service because I was hand messaging girls just a positive word, and to just be affirmed with that they have value, purpose, and worth. And it doesn't matter where you live, where you come from, single parent, not single parent. And I just really want to reach as many girls as we can. And when they come back and repeat to me what they learned, I know it has an impact. So I do also have one sheet and a flyer for anyone that would like to have it for the future.
Yes, thank you so much. And it's such an encouragement to hear about your work and the changes that you are helping the girls for a lifetime
Yes.
have a security they wouldn't have otherwise. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much.